I'm Jason Carroll from Primal Craft in Port Macquarie, New South Wales. We created Primal Craft because we feel we just want a good, tough, Aussie-built boat that can stand out amongst the rest with a quality, ride and dryness. Primal Craft came about 6.5 years ago. I just wanted to take up my passion and build aluminium boats, build a product that could stand out. I just have such a big passion for boating, and so I just wanted to take it on and see where it went from there. I've been around boating all my life from a young tacker, born and bred in Victoria, fishing Bass Strait all my life. Dealt with some big seas, some calm seas. I know what boats need to do. I've been alongside boat builders and building boats for 20 odd years. Just wanted to create another label and a good badge and a good product just to stand out there and stand the test of time. So the Primal Craft range started off being inspired by, I wanted to build like a small 5-metre centre console which was beach launching, target fishermen and spearos. It was easy access, still light enough to get offshore on most beaches around the country, but therefore still be strong enough to take large horsepower. I suppose it started off with the original 5.2 that we wanted to do. Then I thought, why can't we just create a whole range for towable boats? Like, we can build bigger boats up to 14 metres as well, of course, but we wanted to have a market that was towable on a generic car, you know, under the 3.5 tonne, under the 2.5 width, and your length and all above. Moving forward to create a better product out of every single boat we do. We're always striving to go forward with it. There's no such thing as a perfect boat. I know that. We try to get there, but it won't happen entirely. I don't want to be here talking about mesh too much. I'm here to talk about what we've got behind us. The 690 came about, like I said, we really wanted a boat that could still take a family of 4 comfortably, still under the 3.5 tonne of towing capability, with 500 litres of fuel capacity, which gives it a massive range with the horsepower it has on with a 250 at the moment. So therefore you can go out overnight on the reefs and stuff like that with your family, comfortably sleep them all. It's got 120 litres of fresh water on board all the time with a tap and stuff at the back, so you can have a shower, if you have a snorkel, you can dive off the back, off the platform, and kids can hose themselves off before they go to bed in a nice bit of fresh water. And then still have that fuel range to get home the next day or possibly the day after. Is the Deep V. It's 21 degrees at the back. Huge chines which are reverse 5 degrees, which gives us lift. The structure of the boat from the floor line down is very robust and built commercially. The weight of the fuel down low in the boat is a huge key to keeping the boat buoyant and very stable for its size. And the huge bow we've put on it enables you to really punch into some heavy seas without any spray on the windscreen whatsoever. You'll notice it has no windscreen wipers. I can tell you right now, it does not need it. We don't, in most conditions we've used this boat, we hardly get a drop on the windscreen, which again is that stigma from a plate boat we're trying to get away from. The main reason we went for the big flare look on the front of our boats was basically a bit old school, and I really like the old Carolina type style boats based out of America years ago. It's always sat with me. They always look sleek, they're different. 690 is designed pretty much for family use and your hardcore fishermen as well. You can really take on anything for its size. It packs a big punch for its size. It's got a heavy dry ride, like I mentioned before. It really stands the test of all conditions, side on, following sea and head on sea. It's amazingly dry, it's amazingly soft riding and quiet for an aluminium boat. So trying to take away the stigma of noisy plate boats. The 690 and all our range are all fully foam filled. We believe foam filling all our boats, one, it keeps the water noise down and the resonation through the aluminium of the boat. Secondly, it's a massive buoyancy rating, and our foam itself is also fire retarded, so a lot of people are scared away from foam filled boats, thinking that it can be flammable, but this is not the case. The biggest challenge about designing any new boat is risk. Risk is always there. All you can go off is your previous experiences in boating. and then try to factor everything together, and there's always a percentage of risk even though you've got a lot of experience in the background. The risk that we took on these particular models is the bigger chines on the boat. A lot of people were a bit dubious of that. We pushed a couple of boundaries there and it works very well. So in our range we've got the 520 centre console, we have a 550 centre console. All these boats are very similar in the way they've been designed with different weight distributions. Most of the characteristics of nearly every hull of ours is very, very similar. The only difference with the centre consoles is we try to create a centre console that was very practical by building built-in ice boxes into the front of the boats, which doubles up as casting platforms. I think it's gone of the days that you have to be taking an esky around with a boat and tripping over it all everywhere in the boat. I thought, hey, why don't we just build it into the boat where it's out of the way and it's still practical and you're still using it for two reasons. I think the most outstanding difference between our centre consoles and a lot of other centre consoles, when we've put it up against other centre consoles, our boats are just seriously dry. Like, that's probably one of the biggest key factors, and the ride is so soft, and we've had multiple comments on people that have been in them compared to other centre consoles they've been in, which is, again, scares people away from a lot of centre consoles, especially in the Victorian area. Also, all our centre consoles and our bigger boats are over-engineered and over-horsepower rated, and also to be able to handle getting home at fast speeds. Every single boat of ours is all welded, basically both sides of every component, whereas a lot of other companies will tend to just tack from one side and do a finished weld on the seam side. Well, we weld commercially, so we've welded both sides basically everywhere in the boat. A lot of things can be changed. There's actually endless what we can change. We're designing other models, you know, in the 7.5, 8.5, all the way up to 14 metre range. Everything on these boats is done in-house. We do it all ourselves, including motor fit-outs, glass work, wiring. Everything's done, electronics, everything's done in-house. So then when you're out in the water, if you ever had an issue, you could call me up. I'll know everything about your boat personally. With all our Primal boats, we generically like to use Suzuki on our higher end powered boats because we feel it just matches our product in so many ways. So 95% of our boats will go at Suzuki on them, which is supplied by our local dealer. Most customers have commented on the build quality. They can come in and watch their boat being built. We've got nothing to hide. We love the customer getting involved in the build and watching it proceed. We even have some customers that are actually repeating we're building another boat for, so that's always a good sign for us. We've got an up and coming good crew that we have here at Primal Craft. We've got some apprentices and experienced people as well. Our crew works well together. We're a bit old school. We always hang out at the end of the day and have a beer or a cordial with the young boys. We try to act more like a family more than a business. So at Primal Craft, we're open to work with everybody. I love challenges, basically. If someone comes to me and says to me, oh, someone can't do this, I'll make sure I can do it. So there's really no limits to what we can build and what I'll take on to build in the commercial range and also in our domestic recreational range.